Hi Pisces, this is lunartickstarot with a reading for anyone who identifies with the Piscean energy during July 2018. More specifically, we will look at the 16th through the 31st at this point, and I do hope this mid-month message is right on time for you, Pisces. It might apply to the whole month. Of course, it might not resonate at all with some Pisceans. And of course, you can always take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, as well as Venus, North Node, any energy really in your birth chart that is of particular interest to you at this time, or that just calls to you at this time. And if you don't know about the energies in your birth chart, you can always check out astro.com. That link is in the description of the video. And you'll also find information about the personal readings I do there. So, Pisces, for those of you who are finding yourself dedicating a great deal of energy, time, and or money to celebrating your independence, either because you did excessive holiday partying or because you're living in a fashion that shows your gratitude for the abundance you've been able to attain for yourself. We may need to, we may also need to address any anxiety that we feel. So if we do have a sense that we have spent too much or are dedicating too much time to celebrating and not enough to handling the logistics, money affairs, deadlines, things of that nature in our life, we may need to address those anxieties, see if we can't remedy them by finding out exactly what we feel unprepared about, seeing if there is anything that we can do about it. Because the authentic us, the most authentic version of ourselves, is fearless. So we want to move forward as authentic as possible. When we are living in our truth, it's very easy to connect to Source. It's easy to connect. We can connect more often. We can connect more deeply, more truly. So there's that. And I'll let you watch the rest of this reading fall out with me, Pisces. Okay, we've got the Five of Cups covering you, so there may be some, well, there is a message here of loss for some Pisces, for some of the Piscean energy right now at the end of July. I think some some Pisces have a Leo on their mind. Could be any fire sign, possibly. Okay, so let's walk through this together. So the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups, it can be a loss of some kind. It's more the energy following a loss, though. Sometimes a regretful energy. Sometimes, you know, someone in mourning. It's a reminder to be grateful for what's left. So that's what made me immediately move to loss. These three cups here are spilled, obviously. In this deck, the Deviant Moon Tarot in particular, though, it seems like the okay. The Page of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck. Some immature communication, some harsh, immature communication is what's unseen here. Maybe that's what caused this loss, this fight. I think yeah, there may have been a spat, Pisces. And I was going to say, in this deck in particular, it seems that the character who's knocked over the cups isn't actually regretful or in mourning, right? He's sort of waiting to see if she knocks over the other two. She's so angry. Just everyone has a bad attitude about the loss in this case. Let's get some clarifiers on. I would like a clarifier on the Five of Cups. And you're crossed with the Page of Pentacles. So I see earth, I see fire, I see air. The Page of the Knight of Pentacles reversed is the clarifier on the Five of Cups. So, okay. A spat with an earth sign, Pisces. A spat with a young, immature earth sign. Maybe they do also have some air in their chart, possibly. A student. Either they're a student or actually more likely you are Five of Cups again. You are feeling like you're learning something at this point. Maybe this is a great lesson that you're learning. This loss. Maybe they have a very immature attitude regarding the loss, but you are very upset, very angry. We've got the Sun on your mind, so that's where I saw that Leo energy. This is when your ego is quiet, but the Sun, of course, can stand for true happiness, accomplishments, someone realizing their greatness. Let's get a clarifier on both the Page of Pentacles and the Sun here. It can definitely be that so you get the Seven of Pentacles clarifying the Page of Pentacles. So I think though this immature earth and or air energy has left your life because of a spat, you are learning a new skill, and you are successful, Pisces. You're just realizing success isn't what you thought it would be, maybe because this person isn't here with you. You may be doing work that's like counseling, the work of a counselor, something that requires you to be calm and mature and observe yours and other people's emotions. It may be that's a state of mind you're able to enter following this mourning and regret, when your ego is quiet. So you're maybe, yes, you're able to see it from a very mature and calm, emotionally solid point of view. When your ego is quiet, your ego is still hurting and still circling around the loss because, well, your pride was hurt, right? Maybe rejection had something to do with it, maybe just hurtful words, and I'm sure you are missing that person. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic split. I wasn't even necessarily seeing that. But when your ego is quiet, you may even know when your ego is quiet that it's this energy, this abrasive, immature energy leaving your life that allowed you, will allow you to, or is allowing you to be successful in, at whatever you're learning to do right now, or learning to apply right now, and will allow you to, or is allowing you to be truly accomplished in something. This is all based on the Hermit, Virgo energy. So maybe that is the immature earth energy. Maybe it's a Virgo, Pisces. That's possible. But the Hermit card is many other things. Immediately I see self-reflection. So yeah, Pisces, I think in the root of this situation you've gone within, and that's what's led us here. Also what's led to your accomplishments, also what's led to that spat. I think something you saw about possibly something you saw about that immature energy leaving your life, is that either that you couldn't trust them, or that they just didn't trust anyone. They had a fear of lack in many senses. Maybe financially, but also a fear of losing you, and a fear of investing in someone and finding they'd misplaced their trust. They just couldn't trust anyone. Or vice versa, you were having trouble trusting them. But in the recent past, you've decided that you're done waiting. I do want to clarify on the Hermit card, though. Well, I just wanted one, but we'll take two. We've got the Page of Swords again, this time upright. Yeah, I don't want to say that you came out of this fight victorious, Pisces, but you went inward, you did some self-reflection, some truths were illuminated just by asking yourself, what you wanted to do regarding this person, this immature energy in your life, and you spoke up about that truth, and that's what led to this spat. It was a harsh truth to communicate, but you took that task, that challenge head on. You spoke up and it led to the spat. They met you with even less mature, even harsher communication. And the victory is, like we were just talking about, the fact that clearing it out of your life, even though it took a fight and even though you missed them, has paved the way for great accomplishment and made time for you to really succeed in what you're getting better at doing every day. And you're done waiting on an apology or more mature communication from this person. Let's see specifically what you're done waiting on, Pisces. The truth. Okay, so there was a deception, there was a lie. This person wasn't honest with you. You're done waiting on the truth, though. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You're learning something new. You're learning to apply it. When you can quiet your ego, you know that none of that matters. You've got great accomplishments ahead or happening now. You are succeeding. It's not exactly what you thought, but you know you are. And in your inner world, you don't know that truth. You don't. You don't have that truth. You don't know what that is, but you're done waiting on it at the same time. And in your near future, you know, you're not confused about your options anymore. You're not just fantasizing. You don't just have high hopes. You've got your sights zeroed in on what it is you want. You know what you want. You know how to get it. Just a, an extra note for some Pisces, not all. Don't be afraid to imagine everything that you want, even those things that seem impossible. We can't forget that that's how we attract those things to us, right? It's by going ahead and detailing that picture of what we really want. And let's see what this truth is that you don't have. Yeah, it's definitely, and there's Earth somewhere in this immature energies chart that you're dealing with. So the King of Pentacles is in reverse, is showing up here. Selfish, self-centered, can possibly be a gambler, someone who's lacking financially, someone who needs to get into their body, get into nature, not a family man. I think someone's lying to you about finances. Someone's... One more clarifier about this truth that you do not know regarding this selfish earth sign. Illusions regarding gaining money. Yeah, I think they've got some money that you don't know about. Specifically for some Pisces. I don't know why I'm digging so deep here. And the Two of Wands reversed is squandered potential. I think they got some money that you didn't know about and they squandered it. Maybe. Possibly for some Pisces. In your outer world, you've got the Nine of Cups. Again, like I said, you're done waiting on that truth. It doesn't matter for you anymore. The Nine of Cups to me is self-love, having serene spirit, and that translating into a serene health and lifestyle, and in that space, one feels that they can dream big. Like I was just saying, don't be afraid to picture and imagine everything you want, and in detail, really detail that picture. And it's okay if it changes, right? It's just to start attracting those types of things and experiences, opportunities toward us. The picture might change along the way, sure, but it gets the ball rolling, it gets things moving. So yeah, and your outer world is seeing you that way, and possibly meeting you with those opportunities. I can't hold on to anything lately, and I'm a little tired, but how many times have I done this? Okay, so the Hierophant, you are afraid of or hoping for ritual. Some Pisces are hoping for marriage, perhaps, or it's a Taurus, right? This immature earth sign, is it a Taurus? Of course, this won't be for all Pisces. But yeah, the Hierophant can be Taurus, and then in the outcome, the High Priestess could also be Taurus. Depends on the reader. Maybe I do that because I am a Taurus. I've heard the High Priestess is something else. In any case, you know, if some part of you is still hoping for this immature earth sign, if this immature character is a love interest, and some part of you is still hoping for a marriage-like union with that person after all of this, in the outcome of the situation, you're not listening to your intuition, whether or not that means you do get back together with them or make up with them, even if it's not romantic. If whomever this immature energy leaving your life is at the end of July is in fact an immature earth sign, an immature Taurian, and you are still hoping to resolve things with them, it looks like in the outcome that's not happening, at least not by the end of July, probably not in August. Or probably not, you know, the end of July, probably not the beginning of August. I'd like to see, though, a clarifier on both of those, just to see what comes through most strongly. I know this is pretty long already. Ooh, no, 23 minutes, that's not too bad. I'm sorry I didn't flip this around for you, Pisces. I normally do. But if it's not a Taurus or marriage, the Hierophant is also, like I said, faith, or well, I said ritual, or faith, or a humble teacher. Well, you are learning right now, right? So maybe you need a humble teacher to progress you forward in whatever work you're doing. some Pisces may be trying to rebuild something, and that's what they need a teacher to help them with. Possibly. Okay, let's just get one more on the High Priestess in reverse. So the High Priestess in reverse is, oh, we got two. Temperance, I don't know why I'm upset about that. Temperance and the Ace of Pentacles. So, High Priestess is, possibly not listening to one's intuition, maybe secrets being revealed. So we were talking about this Ace of Swords in reverse as though you don't have a hold of that truth, you're done waiting on it, but possibly by the end of the month, or the beginning of August, again, the secrets end up being revealed. And I want to say, if you temper your behavior and habits, and if you focus on like I was saying at the beginning of the video, if you of the recording, you focus on this success, focus on this opportunity, this earthly opportunity that you have here in this clarifier to improve your financial world and subsequently your health, probably. Focus on how whatever you're learning, whatever success you're having with that, can maybe be a business opportunity, some sort of opportunity to enhance your resources in some sense. It looks like you are doing just that. Like I said, you're not confused, you know what you want. You're, in a space where you can dream big. You should dream big. I think the outer world sees you that way and or is meeting you with those opportunities to make those dreams a reality. Focus on that. By, as I said at the beginning, tempering your celebrations of your independence from this person, your celebration of your abundance, with tending to your boring, logistic, practical, money, resources, deadline, bills, affairs, that world. And because that is on course, also maybe on course with this secret, these secrets, this truth coming out, being revealed. If you're, let's say this is a romantic situation, this is an ex. If you're out partying and you're not worrying about your business and keeping your head down and worrying about your money and your work, you may end up back together with this person before the truth is ever revealed. If you make it clear that you have other priorities and you truly concern yourself with something else, in an effort to get your attention, the truth may end up coming out. Now, that's just one random scenario, and I'm a little too tired to think of another one, but that sort of thing. That sort of thing. You've got the Empress on the bottom of the deck. Again, possibly more Taurian energy. Maybe that's something in your chart, Pisces. That's possible as well. I think I have time to also get you an advice card from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Again, I'm sorry I didn't spin this around to you. If I would have thought about it before I'd started putting clarifiers on it, I would have. Let's see. thought. There it is. Okay. So, okay, as far as the Empress on the bottom of the clarifier deck here, I think, for Piscean men, it may be that you are missing your Empress, possibly as a result of the situation, and or need to get in touch with your feminine side. For Piscean, feminine energies, females, I'd say, what is unseen from this picture is that, is this version of yourself. You also may need to get in touch with your divine feminine energy. Maybe are missing your mother. Maybe that's who you had a spat with for specific Pisceans. But this, this Empress is fertile in every way, not just as a mother, but in growing this business, if that's what it is, and learning this new skill, and having success and abundance. Again, abundance in growing these dreams of yours. And growing financial abundance, etc. So I think, maybe that's the vision the dream that you're a little afraid to picture, or that you need to be encouraged to detail fully so that you can attract it to yourself, so that you can continue building it. Let's get on to thought now. How long have I let this get? Over half an hour. Why can't I keep it under half an hour? It doesn't matter. Okay, so thought. We may think we are real, possessing a solid physical form. We may think our world is what it is, but at a quantum level, research suggests that the world around us does not exist unless we focus our attention upon it. It does not become real and remains fluid and changeable until we give it substance, definition, and form. You think the table or chair in front of you is there. Your senses and mind give it substance and form, and so, therefore, it is. But at a quantum level, the table does not exist until you focus your mind and attention upon it. Thought creates reality. Thought is the second and one of the most dominant of the influence cards in the deck, for thought, like emotion, will determine the direction of your life. Your thoughts, the way you think, shape and create the world around you. What and how you think is a true reflection of you as the face that looks back at you when you gaze in the mirror. From a scientific standpoint, thought still remains a mystery. Neuroscientists are learning the mechanics of thought, but why it occurs is not yet known and can only be guessed at. Regardless of the way it operates, though, thought is a complex process that involves both the conscious and unconscious mind, and is the result of our senses being stimulated by and reacting to the environment in which we dwell. It is the product of mental activity. It is the manipulation of information in a manner that enables us to conceptualize, reason, work through problems, and make decisions. Thought is at the very foundation of consciousness, and some would suggest without consciousness we would not be human. So, what you think about yourself following this loss, following this spat, if that's what it was, in terms of being in touch with the divine feminine aspects, and your full potential in that way. Not being afraid to have that full vision. What you think of yourself, what you think of this other person, whether or not you think you need them back in your life, whether or not you think you're capable of X, Y, and Z regarding this business venture, if that's what it is, or any other project or dream of yours, without them or without anyone else. If they manipulated your thoughts, what you think about that, how powerful your thoughts are, and were they trying to control them with this lie, with this mistruth? Were they manipulative in some way for some Pisces? Your thoughts are so important. Do you want to expose yourself to that again? Those are all things to think about, right? With this as the advice card. So we'll just add that there to an already very full picture there. Yeah, that's definitely what I hear most clearly from the thought card as an advice card, with this lie floating around. Be careful, yes, what you think about yourself, what you think about how you might need this person if you're missing them, wanting them back, but also if they were manipulative in any way, and it looks like there was some type of lie, consider just how important your thoughts are. You want them to belong to you, right? You don't want to invite a lot in or expose a lot of power over those things to someone who wouldn't give a second thought to manipulating yours, to confusing yours, mixing yours up. Maybe, some people mix their own up, and so subsequently other people around them, right? Okay, so almost at 40 minutes. I already told you to check out astro.com if you need information about your birth chart, personal readings. So I still am accepting requests for free personal readings. You just email lunartickstarot@gmail.com, and I will be happy to get back to you as soon as I can. At this point, it's taking a couple weeks at least to get to actually get you that free personal reading once you've requested it. I think there are a few of you who I told a week, and I should have said 2. So yeah, if you do need a reading within 72 hours, though, I have the paid reading options. You can do 30, 60, or 90 minutes, and I still am able to get those back to you within 72 hours. That's going to need to change to 3 business days at least, very soon, probably in August. That will take effect. Right now, I can still do 72 hours, though. I'll have August readings posted for all the signs as soon as possible. I just have Gemini and Libra left to do for July. I would like to post a mid-month for all signs as well. Some sort of love reading for the second half of July for all signs. And then I'll just jump to trying to get ahead with August readings and try to keep it that way. Try to stay at least a few days ahead, if not more. Probably more. I think that's everything. Please do like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much to those of you who have contributed to the channel via donations, requesting personal readings. All of your messages are so appreciated. Thank you so much.